Good day. Welcome to the WaterTrax training video series. Today I'm going to talk about the new 2020 features for our dashboard update. If you've never used it before, speak to your administrator to configure it, or if you are the administrator, head over to the dashboard icon over on the main page or to the quick links on the left side and open up the dashboard icon there. We packed quite a few features for a few of the widgets within the dashboard, so let's get started. So I'm going to move from the left to the right, and we're going to talk about the three widgets we see on the top. First one is a key parameters recent results, better known as the KPI widget. Some of the things we've included in this release is to show the minimum or maximum alert levels in this widget. Alternatively, I can also show the minimum and maximum criteria levels in this widget as well. If I want to switch between the two, I can either create a second widget, or if I just want to reconfigure an existing widget, I can click on the three-dotted setup button in the top right, and I can change the exceedance level from alert to criteria. Keep in mind you can have up to 9 widgets at this point, so you can always have a secondary widget to view your criteria levels alongside your alert levels. The first red box we see here is for our total chlorine, which is a result of 6 milligrams per liter. It's a red box, and it's telling me the maximum for this measurement is 5 milligrams per liter. So I can tell that this result is 1 milligram over. Below it is also the sample location and the water system for extra information. Over to the right, we have a green box, which means that this result is okay. We have a 0.99 presence absence per 100 mils is our E. coli lab measurement, our collection date, and again the sampling location with the water system down below. Now of these boxes, you may notice there is a gray box just below here. For our flow result, this is gray because no criteria or alert level has been configured. So I don't really know if this is an exceedance or not. I just know that this is the result, and if I do want to be able to utilize the new green and red color features, then I'll have to go to the flow measurement and configure the minimum or maximum for the alert or the criteria. Now moving on over to the right, we have our newest widget, which is the one scale line chart widget. Now this is a new widget that resembles our old widget, which is what you see over to the right here. And this new one scale line widget chart is showing us up to 5 parameters. Now these 5 parameters must share the same unit of measure in order to be included for this unique widget. So at the top, I'm able to see that I can view the last 31 days, all the measurements included in this widget, and also a little comment here that says some results may have been excluded because their unit doesn't match the measurement unit. If you see this comment, then something you have to take in mind is, were any results logged with a different unit of measure? Sometimes this happens when a lab uploads a result and they use a different unit of measure that you don't typically use. If that's the case, just go and edit that result or ask your lab to re-upload in the correct unit of measure. For further assistance on that, feel free to reach out to us and we'll gladly assist. Back to this widget, we can see that there are quite a few lines here. So one thing that we've added is we've added a legend. We've also added alert and criteria levels to this widget. Now here down below, we can see a legend where solid circles represent overrange or non-detects, and then a dotted line is alert level ranges, and solid line are criteria ranges, followed by all the different measurements that are over to the side here. I just blew up the screen resolution so you can see a little bit better. We can see that all the different lines in this widget represent different alert or criteria exceedance ranges. If you want to know the ranges, you can hover on any one of the lines and it will tell you the range. Here we can see a criteria max of 3.25. And here if I hover up over the dotted green line, I can see an alert max of 5 milligrams per liter. I can also hover around other data points. Any of the circles represent a measurement result, and here I can see information such as the date, the result, the measurement, the sampling location, and the water system. So hopefully with these new dotted lines and solid lines, you can see a good picture of how your measurements are doing and where your outliers are. For example, we have our lead measurement here that has 5 results, and 4 of these results are down close to the 0 number, except for this one. And we can tell that on April 20th, there was a result of 4.20, and this seems to be an outlier because all 4 of the results are down below, and this one just kind of flew up there. So you can tell very easily this might have been an outlier or a mistake was made. Moving over to the right, we can see a widget that you may be familiar with. Now this is the 2-scale line chart widget. Now this was released quite a while ago. The difference between this 2-scale widget and the widget on the left is that this one supports 2 different units of measure. Again, I've blown this up to give you a better visual, and we are viewing this month for these results, the 2 measurements, and a little comment here that says results of type presence, overrange, or non-detect have been excluded in the chart view, and this might have been if their unit didn't match. Going down below, I can see these new criteria and alert ranges. Again, if I hover my mouse over the ranges, I will see that range. Here I can see the alert max that's set at the measurement level, and if I hover down below, I can also see the criteria max for the other measurement. If I hover my mouse over the circles, I can tell the results. There's also a legend as well down below that tells me about overranges and non-detects will be in solid circles. So here we can see this is a non-detect, and up there we can see an overrange. Also, just like the previous widget, we do have dotted lines for alert and solid lines for criteria. And there we have it. If you aren't able to see these dashboard features on your dashboard, make sure to speak to your administrator, or if you are the administrator, send us a request over at our support portal, and we'll be glad to get in touch with you to set this up. Thank you all for watching. Leave a comment down below if you have any feedback, like our video, and subscribe if you would like to stay up to date for future video releases. My name's Tyrone. Thanks for watching our Water Tracks training video series.